Hi. Let me start this off by saying that it's been a very long day for me. Also, my house is loud as shit. So you're gonna hear random ass sounds, like my dog walking on the floor above me, and it's gonna sound like an elephant. There's nothing I can do about that. Also, the street that I live on is loud as hell, even though it's 7 p.m. It's just, this is just where we're at, you know? Turn this on. Okay. How are we liking this lighting? I broke my ring light, so this is all I have to deal with, or to work with. How are the kids? They are good. They are disrespectfully growing, you know, at an astronomical rate. They're good. Hi, Harley. I see you. See, that's my dog. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It sounds like an elephant. She's not an elephant. Hi from JD's community. Ah, well, hello. Updates on moving. So yeah, like, hi, Lindsay. Okay, this did just start. I just clicked it. Updates on moving are that if you are in family court and your ex does not like agree to you moving out of state, then you have to get permission from the judge. And because my ex is not in agreement to any motherfucking thing, not a single thing, I have to wait for the judge to be like, yeah, no, you're good, because he doesn't live here. And like, of course, you can move, especially because you have no family or friends or support system or any of that in the state. So yeah, I don't suspect it to be an issue. We're just waiting for the judge to sign off on it. Also, family court is traumatizing. So I'm not telling you guys where I'm moving. That's not an important detail. Yeah, I'm super protective over things like that because I've had a fucked up past 18 months, 2 years or so. So you don't need to know what state I'm living in. I'm probably never going to release that. So yeah. But I just won't be living in Illinois anymore, and I'm super excited about that. I'm doing good. I'm proud of you guys too. I get it, because all those channels were doxing you. Yeah, they were super cunty, you know? Why am I moving? I am moving because I have no family, no friends, no support system in the state of Illinois, and the only reason I moved here in 2019? The only reason I moved here is because my ex got a promotion and now he lives in Arkansas. So there's no reason for me to be here. And yeah, so yes, Burner is coming with me. Mama Kent is good. So she is officially cancer-free, and she did come to visit, and I filmed with her, and then I lost that SD card. I probably washed it, if I'm being honest, because I have a habit of filming and then putting these stupid little cards in my pocket, walking around, and then my ADHD forgets about it and then does laundry. So we filmed together, and I'm so fucking mad that I missed it. Or I'm so mad that I misplaced the footage. But she talks about her, hold on, Burner, are you a mod? Do I want to add him as a moderator, or do I want to hide him on the channel? Decisions. Why do they put those buttons right next to each other? I've blocked people that I tried to mod, like, many times. I do need to put them in hide. I do need to be more responsible with like car keys, SD cards. I have ADHD, so I just walk around and leave shit everywhere, and I'm medicated. Burner has very severe ADHD too, and he is unmedicated, and he smokes weed, so that makes it worse. Okay, bye. So, you know, it's tough. My oldest has ADHD, so there's just random shit everywhere in the house. Why is there a spatula in the upstairs bedroom closet? I don't know. Just because. Have you found any good coping mechanisms for ADHD symptoms? I'm also medicated, but it's a struggle. cognitive behavioral therapy and repetition. So like the one touch method is great. I just haven't like, I suck at it. It's just fucking hard, okay? But the one touch method would be like, if I walk in with my keys, these are my keys, I know that I have to put my keys in the same place every single day, and just kind of retraining your mind to remember, like the keys go right here. Sticking to a schedule helps a lot, but it's just, you have to retrain your brain, and it's fucking exhausting. There's no cure also, which sucks. Yep, I did laundry today and found a Christmas present. Shut up. You know what sucks? This is what sucks. People that are like, oh, ADHD is a superpower. Bitch, where? Where? If you hand me a Rubik's Cube, sure, fucking, I'm a superhero. If you see my day-to-day life and you watch me get so uncomfortable over a bathrobe that I have a fucking panic attack and I start crying, you'll be like, wow, that doesn't sound great. Also, if you see me and my kids are yelling or screaming and more than 2 people are on their phones and the lights are loud, I'm overstimulated. And it feels like 1,000 people are screaming in my head and I can't handle it. You're gonna be like, wow, ADHD kind of sucks. It kind of fucking sucks. It's kind of not a superpower. Jory. They won't give my husband stimulant ADHD meds because of his past. That's hard. So if he has a doctor, I'm not a doctor. Sarah, I'm not a doctor, but because of my past, I've been there too. So this was outed, which is stupid. I never want to tell anyone what kind of medication that I'm on, but they tried me on 2 different non-stimulant medications for months before they would prescribe me stimulant medication. And for me personally, non-stimulant medication didn't work. So then like every time I got prescribed that, I had to slowly get that out of my life and then be okay. And I'm like, okay, I feel like a lab rat. So on the second non-stimulant medication that they tried me on, I'm like, I give up. Like this doesn't work either. I fucking quit. And it was hard. It was really hard. And now I'm on stimulant medication, which is like the front line, medication for ADHD. And it helps. It really helps when I remember to take it. And also when I remember to pick it up from the pharmacy. So Strattera is a non-psychostimulant that worked for me. They tried Strattera on me and it just didn't work for me personally. And I just got so frustrated that I almost quit. If you have ADHD, meds don't affect you like people without meds. Yeah, I mean, it's funny that people think that. So I take Adderall, and it's funny that people think that I'm addicted to Adderall. I can't even fucking remember to take it every day. Okay, like that is the fucking issue with ADHD. I forget everything. I forget to take the medication. I forget to go to the pharmacy for the medication. I've had whole ass prescriptions expire because I forgot. Like, Strattera is what he's on. It's not helping. So tell your doctor that that is not working and you have to try something else. I went through all of that and it's frustrating because ADHD can be debilitating. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Alora, how the fuck did you do prison? You said it hella loud. Huh? Just be honest with your doctor and let them know that like this is not working for me. I feel uncomfortable doing this or I do that. I set another reminder to take all my meds. That's smart. You know what I do? I have alarms on my phone. And then like the alarm goes off, right? I keep burping, sorry, because I'm drinking Red Bull. The alarm goes off and I'm like, snooze, or I turn it off. And then I walk into a different room and guess what I no longer remember? I no longer remember that a fucking alarm went off, right? And now I'm in a different room and I see 87 different tasks in front of me. And now who the fuck knows what I'm supposed to be doing? Not me, and I'm unsupervised all the time, which is dangerous. Would you give your kid medication too? Yes. Yes, I would also give my kid prescription glasses, so, which she has. Denying your child medication that they need for their mental health is the same thing, in my personal opinion and my very aggressive bias, as denying them prescription fucking lenses, right? So there's an issue that they're dealing with. Mental health matters. You can't just rub some dirt on it. This is not the 80s anymore, okay? So if I was to deny my child medication for their mental health that was necessary, it would be the same thing as denying them glasses to see, in my mind. My daughter has ADHD, and if you have ADHD as a parent, your child is like 50% likely to also have ADHD. So if I was to deny my child medication and because of her ADHD, I would be neglecting my child. That's my personal opinion. Do whatever the fuck you want, but when you, heck no, cool. You parent how you parent, I will parent how I parent, but I'm never going to deny my kid medication for their mental health that they need for their mental health, that makes their life more, easier to handle, functional, and helps them with their day-to-day life. Why should a child suffer with their mental health and suffer with something that is debilitating, especially with someone that has ADHD and that goes to a fucking school for 7 hours, right? Because creatives don't function that way. Why should I deny her medication that helps her? It makes no sense, and I'm from a time where my dad was like, you don't need mental health medication. Like, you don't need it. I did. And maybe if I had medication to treat my mental health, then I wouldn't have resorted to using illicit substances, right? I had debilitating ADHD. I was 12 years old telling my parents that I had unaliving thoughts, and they were like, you're fine. We don't go to therapy. That's embarrassing. We don't need to do that in this family. Like, don't even worry about it. Read a fucking book. Eat some peanut butter. You need protein. I was like begging for help, and I couldn't get the help that I needed. So, Laura, girl, with your ADHD and panic and overstimulation, how did you manage in prison? You said it's super loud, chaotic environment. That's a really good question. It was hard, and I didn't sleep a lot, but I've found that it's hard to talk about. I found that because I have severe ADHD and I endured a long period of narcissistic abuse, that made my ADHD worse. And that sucks. That sucks. When you go through, I hate talking about it in live streams because people like swarm the comments and they're crazy. But when you go through narcissistic abuse for a long period of time, it causes physical damage to your brain. Your amygdala swells up, and that is the part of your brain that controls your memory, your emotions, and you're constantly in a state of fight or flight. It makes your past traumas and your mental health worse. So my ADHD became worse and worse and worse and worse over time, to the point where after 7 years of abstinence, I was like, I need some fucking help. I'm not okay. Like, I need help. And I went to my ex and I'm like, I'm fucking broken. I don't know what to do. Like, I have to go get a new diagnosis. I have to go, see someone. And I got a new diagnosis and it came back severe ADHD. I didn't believe it. I went home and I was like, hey, bruh, they said I have ADHD. That's fucking weird. He's like, yeah, no, that checks out, actually, because you can't finish a task, like, ever. And I internalized that, and I took it to heart, and I beat myself up over it, and I would try to physically force myself to finish tasks. And I'm like, I don't have ADHD. I'm fine. I don't need any medication. I can stay abstinent. I got another diagnosis, a second diagnosis. And it came back the same, PTSD and severe ADHD. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't need medication. I'm going to try to self-medicate. I'm going to get, I got a medical marijuana card, and that worked really good for my insomnia, which was just a symptom of my PTSD and my ADHD. My depression, my unalive thoughts, and my insomnia. And weed worked pretty well for a while. But my day-to-day life, like I smoked at night to help me sleep, it helped with depression, all of that, right? So it was okay for a while, but my day-to-day life, filming, editing, housework, all of that was still almost unbearable. And it got so bad. Like it got worse and worse and worse because I was dealing with narcissistic abuse and I was in an abusive relationship. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm rambling. I'm probably rambling. So my third diagnosis for PTSD and ADHD, cannabis helps a lot with the PTSD symptoms, and then they put me on Strattera and then Wellbutrin. Neither one of those helped, and eventually Adderall. And now I don't do anything besides my medication. Look up executive function disorder. It goes hand in hand with ADHD and OCD. You know what's like really hard about mental health? So there's so many parallels between so many mental health issues. Oh, thank you for becoming a member, Eleanor. I feel like I'm rambling and I'm talking hella fast because I'm super nervous. I don't go live on here very often, and I just like know that people are saying crazy things, but I can only see like 4 comments at a time, so that's helping. It's hard to tell ADHD and CPTSD apart from myself. Yeah. So my PTSD now is like spicy PTSD because it's CPTSD now, which is super fun. Thank you, Christine, for becoming a member. There are so many overlaps with CPTSD and ADHD. My anxiety and my depression and all of that are symptoms of both of those mental health issues, which is crazy because a lot of people think ADHD is like, I can't sit still, squirrel. Okay, it's also anxiety, the inability to regulate emotions, and just, it's a lot of other shit, bro. I love you too. I take antidepressants and Adderall, and also been on, yeah, I'm glad that you are medicated properly. I think there's such a stigma when it comes to medication for our mental health, especially if we have a form of passive addiction. But do you know why so many of us have a fucking past with addiction? Because we were unmedicated as fucking kids and young adults. We were undiagnosed and we were unmedicated and we were raw dog in fucking life, and we turned to illicit substances on our fucking own in the street. That is why so many people turned to using drugs. So if we can fucking treat it, it gets better, which is why I will never deny my kids medication for their fucking mental health. You know, like Jesus. Tanya, happy to catch live. Thank you so much for the super chat. Are you Supergirl? I'm not Supergirl. I'm not, I'm just regular. That's probably not what they meant. Wrong, it's the food that you eat. Listen, please. I know that it matters the kind of food that you eat. You are what you eat, all that shit, right? And like there's a lot of amazing things that come from the food that you eat, and your diet is super important. I'm not denying that. But also stop telling people to not take medication and eat some fucking broccoli. Okay, just stop it. Stop it. Broccoli matters too, because like if I eat McDonald's, I'm gonna feel like shit. But if I eat salmon, broccoli, I'm gonna feel good. Be fucking hungry probably in like 20 minutes. But anyway, that's not the point. Food is important. Your diet is important. But also you need fucking medication too if you need it. And there's no shame in needing it. And stop telling people that they don't need it and to eat some fucking broccoli and go for a jog. Because you know what happens? Wheeling Through Life with Karen and Jordan. I feel like you're a channel. Say it louder for those in the back. Literally. You know what ends up happening when you shame people that take medication for their mental health and you're like, just fucking go for a run, eat clean, exercise, breathing techniques, meditate, do some yoga. You know what we end up doing? All of those things. And we're so fucking exhausted. And we're like, because it's 10 times harder to do those things that you want us to do, like eat right, and exercise, and fucking drink water, and all that shit, right? It is 10 times harder for people that suffer from debilitating mental health issues to do all of those things. But when I'm medicated, guess what the fuck I can do? I can eat clean. I can exercise. I can focus on that. I can do one task at a time. And I don't feel like it's a huge process to get out of bed. You know what I mean? Like, we're not on the same, the starting line is different for someone that does not need medication versus someone that does need medication. The starting line is fucking different. You're starting up here with, I don't need medication. I can go for a run and eat broccoli and salmon and eat clean and get out of bed and brush my teeth, right? This is your starting line. Don't look at my nails. My starting line is way the fuck back here. We're starting from different points. But if I'm medicated, then it's an even fucking playing field. Let's go. Let's wake up at 5 a.m. Let's go to the gym. Let's eat salmon. Let's fucking get clean. Like, let's do all this stuff, right? Let's organize the house. Right? It's a factor, but not the answer. Right. And yes, there's truth to that. Medication is not the end all be all. You have to do other things. Medication is not just like the fucking answer for everything. I still have to do cognitive behavioral therapy. I still have to practice healthy lifestyle habits. I still have to do other things. But now, because the playing field is now even, I'm starting from the same place as you. As were before, I'm way the fuck back here when we're starting the race every day, you know? Why does it sound like everything is sped up? Anxiety. I talk loud. I talk fast. I talk loud. I hate my brain. I just talk fast, especially when I'm nervous. Haven't been medicated for ADHD since I was a kid. I wonder how much more productive I would be if, yeah. You know what's crazy? I hyper-focus on stuff. So I built my entire platform before I was medicated. And now I'm like, how the fuck? How did I edit videos? How did I do all of that? I was so focused on it, you know? And then over time, I'm like, I need an editor. I need someone to make thumbnails. I need this. This is too much. I can't read the DMs. I can't read the emails. And it became really overwhelming and like kind of suffocating in a way. So does size matter? I can't take y'all anywhere. Size does not matter, but it takes a long time to get to England in a rowboat. You know what I'm saying? So. The spatula in the closet. You seem to be back to your old self. Happy, quick-witted, and ignore comments that just don't matter. I am protecting my peace. No, I'm sorry. You're good, Harley. You're good. Girth does. Size and girth doesn't matter. It's just gonna take a long time to get there. If you know what I'm saying. Former Discord mod. Oh yeah, no, I know your name. I know your username. Good to see you, Ace. Girl, I'm not kicking it with I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Overprivileged America. I love that you're raw dogging life and you're happy with your fucking 4 a.m. runs and your salmon, and I wish I could be there with you, okay? I've already explained it to you. So, you know. Grower, not shower. I don't know what's happening. I don't fucking know. What's my profession? Spartans. I should take things more seriously. I don't know. This. The kids are good. They're good. They're 11 and 7. And in 6 months, they're going to be fucking 12 and 8. My oldest is going to be 12 in 6 months. Like, the audacity. So that's... I still think 30 years ago was the 70s. Like 30 years ago? The 70s? No. 1992. So, do you ever experience come downs from ADHD meds? Yeah. Yeah. So I'm supposed to take my ADHD meds every day, twice a day. That's just not realistic for me. I take it once in the morning and then forget about the afternoon because fuck it. I don't know. But even when I forget to take my meds, I have that like 3 p.m., 2 to 3 p.m. like lull where I'm super tired and I just don't really want to do anything, which is where I'm supposed to take my my second dose of my medicine. But honestly, like, I don't know. I'm good. I kind of just power through. And a lot of times I forget to take it and then it's just too late to take it and then I won't sleep. And I can't do that because I'm not going to miss a day. I'm not missing sleep. So yeah, if it's like 4 or 5 p.m., I'm good. I'm not taking that because I want to sleep and not have like intense anxiety. I keep burping because I keep drinking this. I'm sorry. Have you tried delayed coffee? Delayed coffee? You drink time-release coffee? Am I stupid? Did I read that wrong? Delayed coffee. Bruh, you drink time-release coffee? What? Have you tried lifting weights? Helps me sleep. I just become tired. Insomnia doesn't give a fuck how tired you are, by the way, okay? So I have done all of the things, the breathing and the fucking working out and the lifting weights and the jogging and like, what the? No, I end up sweaty, pissed off on my second shower of the day and I'm physically exhausted, but my brain is like, fuck you, we don't care, we're not sleeping. Stop telling people to work out if they have insomnia. Like, it just pisses me off. Like, it just, fuck you, dude. Now I'm just physically drained in a pool of sweat. Second shower. I've worked way harder. No, it's good advice. Okay. I've heard it for a really long time and it just doesn't work that way for me. Because like I could be physically exhausted. I could just be like dead to the world. My brain's like, guess what? We're going to think of all these scenarios that could possibly happen. We're going to make up scenarios. And if you ever run into that person again, this is what you're going to say to them. And where's your birth certificate? You don't know. You should probably know. That's what my brain does when I'm supposed to be going to sleep. It's like, do you remember what happened to you in the 7th grade at lunchtime? That was fucking embarrassing. What's wrong?
You're live.
I am definitely live. I'm still here. It's been 28 minutes. I applaud your ADHD.
He sent that feature with Lil Pete.
Did he?
I didn't send him the money.
That's amazing. I'm so happy for you.
Well, I mean...
Can you wait like
Yes.
5 seconds or no?
Yes, I can.
Do you want me to end it?
No, I haven't.
Are you sure?
Hi, guys!
I'm so happy for him. Something amazing just happened. You're so pretty.
Where's the fucking...
You're gonna say thank you or what?
You gonna say fucking thank you or...
I missed a lot of stuff. I'm sorry. I can only see like 3 comments at a time. Alexia? First Nation, I love your content and hope you and your love have a good night. Thank you so much. That was super sweet. Do you live with Burner? How I miss the puppy love stage. Is it puppy love? When I tell you this man is so fine. Mine thing's on the thing. Okay. Have you guys seen that? When I tell you this man is so fine. No.
I'm alright.
Have you ever tried no caffeine? Caffeine increases anxiety. You want me to cut out coffee? That is unsafe to everyone around me. You know, that's a dangerous gamble. You know, I'm staying single. You should stay single. Stay single. What do girls find attractive about toxic guys? Always been lost on me. The Duke. I'm living my best life. Oh my god. Everything y'all say, I can think of a TikTok sound. I'm on a high right now. Fuck. The Gypsy Rose sound, you know, where she's like, oh my god, I can't even say it with a straight face. I'm on a high right now. Nothing fucking can't bring me down. I'm living my best life. And the D's. I'm sorry. It's just my fucking brain. Can women be toxic too? Fuck yeah. Dude, fuck yes. You think after dealing with the most covert narcissistic piece of shit ever for a decade that I did not pick up toxic traits? I did. And I'm trying to fucking work through it. Like, but the Gypsy Rose audio's funny as fuck. Is she on something? I'm Red Bull. I'm just a fucking weirdo. Where are your kids at? You don't need to know where my kids are. That's, where are your kids? Where do you live? Ooh, what's your address? Drop your social security number real quick. I'm just kidding. Don't do any of that. I'm sorry. Why are girls attracted to toxic guys? Burner is the least toxic person I have ever met in my entire fucking life. Like, this man is so emotionally intelligent, so funny, so calm, so like decent to be around that like even if he does something or says something that is kind of toxic, he literally checks himself. He's like, oh, sorry, trigger. And I can't even explain it to you. I literally can't even explain how fucking gentle and calm and emotionally intelligent this man is. How patient he is, how forgiving he is, how understanding he is, you know? And I literally do not deserve this person. I really don't. I have so much more healing to do, and it's been a bumpy start, you know? And I'm so fucking grateful for him. But I know in my fucking heart and soul, I don't even deserve him. He's such a good fucking person. And the internet judging him for him being very vulnerable, raw, and honest about his prison experience, which was extremely violent, I think is, I don't know, I applaud his honesty and his vulnerability, because he could very easily be like, yeah, I feel bad for everything I did in prison. He doesn't feel that way because he had to do what he had to do to survive. And I don't know, it's very hard to get online and tell the world the worst things about you, you know, because usually only the people closest to you know the worst things about you. But for us, the whole world, our little corner of the world, knows the worst things about us. And that is very fucking mentally exhausting. Is Randy your ex you mentioned being with for 10 years? Reese. Yeah. I know there's a lot of info out there, but your community loves and supports you. I love y'all. To all my mods, don't block anyone, just mute them. Because we don't block anymore. We just take away their speaking privileges. The way people are concerned about the tats Burner has on his face. Yeah, it's weird. You know, it is really weird. The word toxic is overused at times. We all have like toxic traits and triggers, and we've all made mistakes. The only thing that we can do to heal all of that is fucking try to do better today than you did yesterday, you know? I'm not perfect, And I absolutely, I regret a lot of the things that I did last year and the way that I reacted to a lot of shit, you know, but there's nothing I can do about it now. I just have to move on and, you know, is the peep for the peep? Yes, it is. And recognize where I picked up all this toxic shit along the way, recognize how my ex is able to trigger me from 0 to fucking prison, because that's all traumas and triggers, and I have to fix that because I'll be damned if I let that person make me act out of character or make me revert back into the unhealed version of me. I've done so much work to heal from my past, and I can't let anyone bring out that unhealed version of me. But I'm not gonna fucking crawl. I'm not gonna ball up on the floor and cry about it anymore. No, fuck that. Fuck that. I will defend myself however I feel necessary in the moment. And I'll stand on that and fucking try to do better the next day. You know what I mean? I said I am healing. I did not say I'm healed. I am healing. Okay? So if you fucking put your hands on me, if you fucking attack me, if you make me feel like I have to defend myself with physical force, bitch, you're gonna get it. And, you know, I'm not crying about that shit anymore. I just won't, you know? That is as much of the villain era that will still stay, okay? All last year, my villain era was super negative and toxic, and I did shit that I shouldn't have done. But today, you come at me, you try to take my shit, you scream in my fucking face, I'll do whatever I need to do to protect myself, you know? And I just allowed a lot of horrible shit to happen around me, and that's just never gonna happen again. Raise your voice to me. Go ahead. Because goodbye. You know? Like, make me feel unsafe. Make me feel scared. Make me... No, I'm not doing any of that. Oh, fuck, I missed it. Did I miss a super chat? I'm sorry. Control La. I'm a widow of addiction and also in recovery myself and share my story online to try to help people. It is so hard. The peep is for little people. I don't know if I answered that. It is so hard to share a story and be like super fucking vulnerable and honest about it, because we've all made mistakes when dealing with someone that is in active addiction or someone that is toxic or abusive. It's so easy to like look at a scenario and be like, you should have done this, you should have done that. It's so easy to say that from the outside looking in. When you're in that moment, it feels very different. And for some reason in society, we have a very bad habit of, it sounds like elephants. We have a bad habit of focusing on someone's reaction to abuse. Like, we should only be talking about the initial fucking disrespect, the initial abuse. That's what we need to talk about, not someone's reaction to some other person's fucking bullshit, right? How I react to your bullshit is not the issue that we should be talking about. Why'd you do that bullshit to me? That's the problem. Indigo Twin with a 20. Wishing you the best. Mostly a silent watcher, but really appreciate your vulnerability and candor. I've seen you here for a really long time. I appreciate you. The kids probably want ice cream. It's gonna sound like crazy for a minute. Yeah, we blame the victim. I'm live. Do you need something? Hold on 1 second, you guys. 1 second.
What happens to you? Okay. Oh, I wanted to try this one day.
I asked for one live stream where everyone's just chill and quiet, and it's never gonna happen. This house is so loud. I was watching this video. I was watching this video the other day, and it was like ASMR. I'm like, that sounds amazing. My house is never gonna be quiet enough for me to do ASMR. It's a pipe dream, you know? Lord help me. Everyone believes it's just so simple, when in reality it's super scary. And number 2, people walk the same. Yeah, we all have different triggers and traumas. Like, if you were dealing with the shit that I was dealing with in 2022, you're gonna probably react differently than me because I have different traumas and triggers, mental health fucking shit, right? So you're probably gonna react differently. It's called being a mom. Facts. You know, they're crazy. Riley came down here with this gigantic unicorn. Like, she was like in this, anyway. Fuck, what was I just saying? Yeah, so 2022 was hella traumatic for me. And it seems like yesterday. Like, it literally seems like I was in that yesterday. And there's been new studies on PTSD that show that, like, in the brain, when you experience a traumatic event, the reason why we still are like, we have flashbacks, we have anxiety, insomnia, it's because our brain struggles to differentiate that trauma from being today and being 10 years ago. Our brain struggles with, this is still happening, that's why I still feel fight or flight, this is why I still feel the stress and the anxiety, all of that, right? There's been new studies to confirm that your brain does not know that this is not happening in the present. And that's just crazy to me. So definitely look that up if you care about psychology. Have you tried EDMR? New video on that coming out soon. Oh, I missed a member. Minion Pool, thank you for becoming a member. All you're gonna get is stickers. It's like $1 or $2, but you get stickers. You know, there's like different tiers. I've never been able to like figure out what different tiers would be for me. So that's why Patreon is $2 and then the stickers is like $1.99 because I'm not as creative. CPTSD is complex post-traumatic stress disorder. So I had PTSD from my past and my prison experience, and then with more abuse and compounded trauma from other shit, that has now been diagnosed as CPTSD for me, which is stupid. I couldn't take EDMR seriously. You know, everyone's different. Only ever gonna be $2. You know, I've had other creators tell me that that was the dumbest thing I could have ever said. And I'm like, why? Like, you could have made so much money. Okay. Okay. I also could have been paid 10 grand to talk about a fucking treadmill. And I didn't do that. So, you know, like my whole thing online, I could be making so much more money than I'm making, but I'm not gonna become a fucking ad. You know, like there are some companies that I will work with, but there's like 90% of companies that I won't work with. And if you see me talking about a fucking treadmill, inflation's crazy. Like, and I will say that in that, but like every single video that I post could be a sponsored ad. Every single TikTok I do could be a fucking sponsored ad, and I could be making money hand over fist. That's just not who I am. So I thought CPTSD meant C child. It means that's funny. That would make sense though because of childhood trauma. So I get how you got there. It means complex. I love you too. Girl, talk about the I hate working out. They're torture devices. I could never get online and say the shit they want me to say. You know, like, I just feel so much better about my life. No, I'm fucking sweating. I'm hot. My fucking legs hurt. I'm tired. My lungs hurt. I don't want to be here. So the companies are like, okay, this is what these these are the talking points, and this is what we're gonna pay you. And I'm like, the fuck? No, I'm never gonna get online and be like, I'm obsessed with this new treadmill. Look, it has a desk. I can walk and do my work. Fuck right off. I'm good. No. Nope. Nope. I'm good. I can't, because I can't see it with a straight face, first of all. Second of all, I barely want to edit. Why the fuck do I want to jog and edit at the same time? I'll be like, it comes in fucking pink and green and purple. And it's a treadmill. I'm like, you know, we actually take back our offer. I've tried to, like, people are like, oh, if you just work out for like 6 months, like it's gonna be, or 30 days, or whatever the fuck they say to make you pay for like a membership to somewhere. Then you're gonna train your brain and you're gonna become addicted to it. You get a high, you get like a runner's high. It's better than cocaine. Have they ever done cocaine? Like, no, I will never be excited to fucking jog on a treadmill or ever in real life. In fact, if you see me running, bitch, run. Something's wrong. Something is super wrong. Have you asked why they would pay for saying it's a torture device? I saw a TikTok the other day that said ice showers and ice baths is a better high than cocaine. I want to see someone that has been addicted to cocaine get online and be like, I was addicted to cocaine and ice baths are better. No, it's always like a fucking doctor or something that's like, this is better than... Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? I want to see an ex-fucking crackhead say that. And then I'll trust it. And I'll be like, oh, fuck. I need to get my ass in an ice bath. Sorry. I tried cocaine once. And I still want my $27 back. Fucking for real. That shit just hurts your whole fucking face. And it sucks the next day. And don't do it. Just don't do it. I love y'all. I love y'all. You know, laughing about all of this like helps literally everyone. It's why I like Dobie podcast so much. I did do an interview with Dobie recently. It was one of my first interviews in like almost 2 years, minus the collab I did with JD last March, where I didn't talk about anything besides like my prison experience with JD. So when I went on Dopey, I opened up about, you know, all the stuff. And I'm like, this is like my first like real interview in 2 years. And it was super vulnerable. But Dave is an incredible, I don't know why I'm talking about Dave right now, but he's an incredible host. And, you know, it feels like you're talking to a friend. So if you have not checked out Dopey podcast, you need to. Yeah, runner's high, barf. Ketamine. That sounds like a bad day. That sounds like a really bad day. Update on Schmindy. I don't recall anyone named that. I have no recommendation of that. It's on your TikTok. I don't recall who that person is. Yes, I'm still cool with JD. Crack's the worst, doesn't feel good, and you can't stop. That checks out. So I tried crack before. This was like in 2008, maybe? 2009? Very long time ago. And it just made me want more. And I was fortunate enough that I used it with one of my friends. Her name's Anna. She's from the Bronx. She loves when I tell this story. I don't know why. But she had the presence of mind to be like, bitch, you're cut off. Because I'm like, I just wanted more. And she's like, you don't need more. This is like a sometime thing for me, and I know you and your addictive ass. And she locked me out of her hotel room, and she wouldn't let me buy anything, and I eventually went to sleep and never did that again. Thank God. Yeah, but it just makes you want more, and you feel fucking horrible, and it's cringy, and you know that you're acting crazy. Like, you'll literally climb in a dumpster and try to find crack if you get a hit of crack. It's horrible. The worst fucking thing ever. And I'm glad that like the first and last time that I did that was when I was like 21. I'm 34 now, so thank God. Boom shakalaka. That's why. Then why do people do it? If it feels so bad, I don't understand. The simple answer is for a minute or two, you get this like instant rush, this euphoric rush, and you feel good for a little bit. But that little bit of feeling great is not fucking worth it because you you spend the rest of the day and the next 4 days feeling like shit. So that's just how badly people are hurting, that they're willing to do anything to get that instant euphoric dopamine hit and relax for a minute. It's just a testament to human pain and suffering. So yeah, people want a way to numb, and no matter what the consequences are, they're in so much pain in the moment. They just want to feel good in that second, that they're willing to do anything. And what's super interesting is that narcissistic abuse reacts the same way that drugs do chemically in your mind. So if you've gone through something like that, definitely research it because it's the same. Good night, let's cook. Walter White. Oh my God. You never catch that first high again, but you keep trying. Yeah, it's psychotic. That is that's why they call it chasing the dragon. Like you're never going to get back to that first hit. You're going to be, you're going to be chasing that forever and you're never going to get back to it. Tom Space. So I don't know where Hank is, if I'm being completely honest. And I keep burping because I keep drinking Red Bull. If you've been here for a really long time, I used to film in my hallway of my my townhome 5 years ago, and I had this like skull. I had this like skull on the wall with a bunch of other random things, and he named that Hank. And I'm like 98% sure that I lost Hank in the move from my last house to buying this house. Psychedelics have snapped me right back in the center. Bipolar. I think microdosing is incredible for people. I know that's super controversial right now, and like some people might not agree, but I think if it's from the earth, I think that's awesome. Is it for everyone? No. But I think there's amazing, like incredible research coming out about microdosing. Almost through your skin from age. It's very true. Don't try it. Not even once. Not even once. Especially right now. If I was an addict the way that I was back then, today I'd be fucking dead. The way that fentanyl is and everything, it is not worth it. My hair's so long. Okay, so I'm a liar and a fraud. I have extensions. So my natural hair is like, some of it's green. Yeah, some of my natural hair is green. Hold on. My hair's not this long. Microdosing is superficial. Yeah, it really is. I've been reading a bunch of different studies on it. Okay, I think this is my real hair, right? Okay, yeah. So, nope. So we'll just go with the top one. Real hair, extensions. So it gives me like this much. My hair is definitely not that long. Do they have other colors? Yeah. Teresa Van Dam took blonde and made it green. I'm a breath of fresh air. Oh, I didn't realize microdosing could help with seizures. Dude, cannabis can help with 1,000 different things. Okay, I've almost been on here for an hour. I have to go. 6 more minutes and I'm out. But yeah, so cannabis can help with a bunch of different things, and there's different things in that plant. So CBD, different thing. There's different cannabinoids in weed, right? So like CBD can help with anxiety, THC can help with a bunch of different things. Seizures is a big one. So yeah, the brain is so fascinating, and I genuinely do not believe in abstinence for everyone because we're different. Does your ex pay child support? I do not recall. Look up Lodo's cat. Okay, I'll research it. I do think that there becomes a point where usage becomes too much, but that is individual to the person, and no one can tell someone that they're medicating too much. It's just everyone's different. What works for you might not work for me. For me personally, I don't do anything besides my medication. And I used to smoke weed, and I just don't now. If you really had ADHD, you'd take your Adderall every day. Such a liar. If you knew what the fuck ADHD was actually like, you would know that that's the reason why I forget to take my fucking medication. You need to stop being so invasive with the personal questions. Man. Bruh, unless you're a fucking MD who's examined her, just be nice. People are crazy. I never even wanted my medication outed, but it was outed. Anything that I wanted to keep private, like I have a little basket of things, right? These are my basket of things that I don't want to share publicly. Do nothing ass, hateful ass people that I kicked out of my life for being toxic, do nothing ass people decided to steal some shit out of my basket of things I wanted to keep private and fucking blast it online, lie about shit, be fucking dickheads about it because they're do nothing ass, have nothing ass people that used and abused me. And they're like, I'm gonna tell everyone, oh, this personal random shit, like your nudes, like gross. So I don't share everything online. Some things are fucking robbed from me for my little basket of things I didn't want to talk about. You added the Adderall yourself. That's not true, Katie. That's not true. Other people were talking about it, and I'm like, I came online, I'm like, you know what, fuck it, who cares? This is my medication. So I did make that video, but like it was outed before I made that video. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but it is none of your motherfucking business what kind of medication someone takes. It's none of your motherfucking business who someone has sex with. None of your motherfucking business what their nudes look like. Like, y'all are weird. It's none of your business where someone lives. All this is super strange. Have you seen medicine dispensers that you can program? What? I don't need to program. I don't need to do that because, what? Is he serious? He literally forgot that I'm live. He just came to the door. He just opened the studio door and he's just walking around. How does he forget that fast? Oh, ADHD. That's how. Bruh. He closed it so quietly. We didn't know he was fucking. I can't. I'm obsessed with them. Riley does still call you butt people sometimes. Sometimes. He's super excited. He's working on a song and it's gonna be incredible. And he got this feature and like, he just can't even help it. Okay. I'm leaving in 52 seconds. Suboxone saved my life. And people want to gatekeep recovery. You know, this is my personal opinion. Don't tell anybody what medication you take. Because fuck them. If they're going to judge you for medication that helps save your life, is help keeping you alive, then they don't care if you live or die. And maybe that sounds fucking aggressive, but would you tell somebody that has heart disease to not take their heart pills? No. So why are you telling someone that needs medication for their mental health to not take it for their mental health? So if someone is judging you for the medication that you're taking, maybe fuck those people a little bit. You know what I mean? Because they don't give a fuck anyway. They just want to project their own bullshit and their own negative bias onto you. Keep doing you. Listen to your doctors. Listen to your body. Do what's best for you and your family. And fuck everyone else that wants to judge you and tell you that you're not in recovery because you are on a medication. Fuck them. I don't care if the medication is for your, like, the physical symptoms of use, like medically assisted treatment, or if it's for your mental health. Take the medication that you need. Stop judging yourself for it. Stop shaming yourself for it. Fuck anyone that has anything negative to say about it and take care of you. That's the best advice I could possibly give. Life will be like gravy. Mind your own biscuits and life will be gravy. That's cute. I like that. Oh my God, I love y'all. Okay, I need to go to sleep. Oh my God, it's only 8 p.m. Fuck. I've been up for so many hours. I filmed all day, so you guys are gonna have new content coming soon. I filmed all day and I did a bunch of stuff, and I can't believe it's only 8 p.m. because I'm like, oh my God, it's midnight. It's definitely 8 p.m. I love y'all, and I will see y'all in upcoming videos. I have a lot of new content coming out soon. It's just me, by the way, since a lot of you don't like Burner, which I get it, but we're having a ton of fun filming. So new solo content coming soon. I love y'all. Have a good night. Thanks for becoming a member, Nicole. Bye, guys.